business. All right. Good old Kanan. All right, we got Kanan on the docket. Now, our boy young Kanan, he's really out here making moves. Well, that ain't the first time we see Kanan. The first time we see Kanan is the moment where he's on the phone, the video that was released this week. So we got the first clip of the week, which was Kanan on the phone talking to Famous. And Raquel was actually listening. Raquel was like, man, what the hell? Who you talking to? What's going on? Who you talking to? What's happening? What's happening?
Miss calls is miss money, man. Don't fuck this up, fam.
What's Famous fucking up? And what's all that?
Nothing.
It don't look like nothing.
What it look like?
You in my house, Kanan. And you ain't going nowhere no time soon. Now how it all play out, it's up to you. Could be good for you here. Could be good for us. Or not.
Fatima, I would have been all up in his stuff. So as a parent, to all my parents in here, if your child had a full map in his room, not Google Maps, not a cell phone, not a tablet, but a full map, a 10-to-1 scale map of New York City, are you asking him what is that? Or are you going over there and looking at the actual map? Because Kanan is in the game. Now, she wants to know exactly what the hell Famous could potentially mess up on because, well, you know, Famous is famous, right? So she was like, what's going on? And he's on the phone. Don't fuck this up, Famous. Because a missed call is money. Now, Kanan is at the house. And the reason he's at the house is because of his mom. And she put the gun in his bag. He knows that gun ain't his, but at this point, he doesn't know for sure if his mom did it or who did it or whether it was Famous. So what we see in this episode, we got to look at it from Kanan's lens. Kanan doesn't know if his mom put that gun in his bag or Famous did it. So when we see that he's so mad at Famous, we got to kind of look at it as, hey, bro, you the only one that's been able to get access to my bag. Did you put that gun in my bag? So when we look at Kanan, that's one thing we leave out. There's been no explanation of how that gun got in his bag. So when he's in here and Rock is asking those questions, he already resenting Rock because she wants to control everything that he does. And now he's suspended from school and he has to be here. So as he progresses in life and Rock continues to lie, he said everything that she says is a lie. He never trusted anything that she had to say. Now, Famous does end up getting jammed up. And when Famous gets jammed up, this is what changes the whole dynamics of the organization because he's got to be running the whole thing by himself. And we just heard him get off the phone, which was basically foreshadowing. Famous, don't fuck this up. Now, one thing about Famous is Famous never, ever ever does the right thing. Now, he had an opportunity to get low. When the feds pulled up, well, the police pull up. Remember, there's a difference between the feds and the police. Whenever someone tells you the feds is after them, look them in the eye and say, the feds ain't after you. The police are after you. There's a complete difference. Police, traffic tickets. Feds, dope gang. Police, speeding tickets. Police, parking tickets. Police, domestic disturbance. Feds, real deal shit. Real deal shit. So when people say, oh man, the feds, that's not the feds. They ain't after you. The feds don't want you. The feds don't want you at all. They don't even give a fuck about you. They don't even know you exist at this point. That is the police. The local PD is after you, meaning A nigga's cousin is looking for you. A nigga named Ray Ray, Jukebox. Those are the type of people looking for you when the police are after you. When the feds are after you, it's special agent in front of their name. It ain't no nickname. It ain't no Jukebox. It ain't no Ray Ray. It ain't that nigga Mo. It's the feds. Special agent. Now, when they pull up on Famous, whoop, 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 whoop. They pull up and watch what Famous does. The boys on the bikes, they get low. Famous gives up before he even gives himself a chance. Look, they come this way. Famous dips to the right. Famous turns around from the right because they over there. He turns around to the left. First I bust a right, then I burst a left. Boom, he turns a left. He throws the bag in the air. What I would have done, because I have experience in this, I would have hit the building. Go through the building. Boom, now you can toss the bag and either up the stairs or somewhere else, and boom, you can head out the back side of the building. You gotta at least put up a fight. Never go out giving up. You got to make moves. If you don't make moves, then you're gonna be stuck exactly where you're at. Famous dropped to his knees. Never ever give up like this. If you really about that life, go ahead and get low. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to run from the police. I'm not running from no police. If they pull up, it is what it is. I already gave y'all 4 different scenarios where the police then hopped out on me. DC, Reno, Arizona 2 times. We already know all of that. I know in DC, I did think about running because I was underage and I had a fake ID on me. But that was a whole different story. That was about 13 cops that pulled their gun on me and my brother. And it is what it is. It worked out for us. We got out that jam. But you don't give up. And I told my brother, I told him right then, I was like, man, I'm thinking about running. He's like, nah, just chill. So we chilled and they ended up letting us go. Famous just gave up. Kevy Kev said 118th East 4th Street is Famous's crib. Well, let's go see. 118th East 4th Street. 114th. No, 118th East. 118th East 14th. Fourth Street. Just crossed the 110th Street. Oh no, I ain't seeing it now. They giving me all these different restaurants. I don't want no restaurants. I want the actual street. 118th. Oh, 118th East, not 118th. Man, you just sent me to a school. 118th East. I don't know, man. I might be in the wrong area. Oh, Mount Vernon. God damn, man. How many same streets y'all got, man? Mount. Nigga, where I'm from, you put an address in that. Okay, this is where where Famous live, y'all. So we done found Famous's crib. Where I'm from, if you put an address in, it's one location. You ain't got to put another place in. You just put in one location and it's gonna take you there. Damn, this is a random ass building. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Palomar and them lived over here. Kanan and them lived on this side. All right. Take the trash out. Let me see something. Yep, there we go. They talking about Namo. You got to look in a different city inside of the city. Like what? I thought New York City was the city. I got to look inside the suburbs of the city. Like, no, man. Damn. See, that's too complex. I can't live in no New York, man. That's just too much. All right, so this is where Famous lives. Oh, so right here on these steps is where Ronnie was getting at it with Kanan. Okay. Let's see what else is around here. Oh, it look like a decent neighborhood. Oh, look at this TV. When was this? This is 2022? Wait a minute. Who had this big ass TV in January of 2022? Hell no. That's how y'all living in New York? Who had this big ass motherfucking heavy TV in 2022 in New York? This shit was in January 2022. This motherfucking TV heavy as hell. This is a 10-man job right here. All right, we need everyone on the block. We need help getting this motherfucking 32-inch, 500-pound TV out of the apartment complex. This motherfucker is this got the fat back, and this motherfucker got a 500-pound weight at the bottom of it. Who had this shit in January of 2022? Fire hydrant all covered up. Don't let it be a fire out here, nigga. It's over with. The fire department gonna be mad as hell. They gotta move all this shit to get to the fire. I mean, the damn fire hydrant, and they got this TV over here. Man, hey, New York, nigga, ain't no way. Who got this motherfucker in January 2020? Nigga, let me see whose house this is. Nah, we need answers. They need to put the mailboxes outside. New York, y'all need to move mailboxes outside. We need to see whose TV this is. Ain't no way this TV should even be existing in January of 2022. H Kitty said, Grandma's. No, this ain't Grandma's. Grandma's TV works. Whose TV is this? Look, this motherfucker got a hole down at the bottom. Hey, man, we supposed to be talking about Kanan's story. Tamika, you live up in New York. Whose TV is this, Tamika? Whose TV is this? And where the fuck did they get this shit from? Yeah, let's see what they got over here. They got a nice little chair set here. They got some, I guess, some brooms. Hey, man. That nigga Famous and Kanan and brought down the property value. Oh, they got a playground over here, at least. No parking, private property. Hey, this is a cool little building, though. If you could get this building for like $500,000, you could renovate the inside. Man, you can make some money off of this shit. All right, let me get back to the story, man. Y'all got me sidetracked. All right, so Famous gets jammed up. When all he had to do, we just surveyed the area. He could have got the hell up out of here. But he gets jammed up. From there, Kanan shows up. Kanan shows up. Where the fuck is Famous at? They're like, man, they got him. They got him, man. And they got the money. And they got the dope. Damn, they got everything? Oh, Rainey, I believe you. I believe all of New York ain't no joke. That's why I'm not going up there. Like, I don't have any reason to go up there. I went to New York once. I seen it, and I was like, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. You know, I'm cool. I moved from the States because, you know, I grew up around some wild shit all my life. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna get back to Europe and just chill for the rest of my life. So I'm gonna be here for at least another 10 years, and then I'm gonna get me a condo in Brazil, and I'm gonna get one in Thailand. So I always have somewhere warm to go. And then I'm gonna rent those out. I'm gonna rent out my place in Brazil between the months of October and February. They're summer months, and then I'll go visit there in the off months. But that's my plan. I'm done with the States. I done been through all the ignorant nigga shit. Niggas that shot at me when I was younger. I was beefing back in the day. Big pause, but pause on the big also. Yeah, so I didn't experience all that. But then I'm an adult now. I ain't got no time to be bullshitting. That's why I'm over here. But Famous is locked up. So Kanan, what he does, he supplies the whole block. And he ends up telling them that pushing P is the way to go, just like our boy Gunna.
Gonna, I'm gonna tell.
But he ends up running into Ronnie. And Ronnie is like, wait, who are you working with? Because there's no way that you can be moving H. And Kanan was like, wait a minute, I'm not moving no H. I'm moving M. I'm talking marijuana. So Ronnie, he really doesn't have a full understanding of what's going on, but he does see that Kanan has an operation. And this is why Ronnie is going to start to take a liking to Kanan for the simple fact that Kanan is running this at a young age, and it ain't H, but it is marijuana. So it's still an illegal substance. But that's what's going to draw him in more to Kanan. We'll talk about that story when we get to Ronnie. So for Kanan, he's looking at it like, man, who is this dude? You've been watching me, clocking me, according to Famous, but dog, I don't fuck with you like that. And no, I don't fuck with you, Nick. So for Kanan, he really wants to get in here and get his operation up and running. He's not really worrying about Famous, but the reason he's not worried about Famous is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Well, he gets suspended from school. With him being suspended from school, he doesn't know who put that gun in his bag, but the only person that had access to his bag is Famous. So what would you do? Think about it. You got a gun put in your bag. The only person that's around your book bag is your homeboy. But now your homeboy goes to jail. He gets out early, but you still get suspended from school because there's a gun. What are you thinking about that? What is your first thought? Oh no, Rainey, I'm not gonna forget y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna be going to Amsterdam, so I'm gonna be posing some questions of like, what do y'all want me to record, and I'm gonna have like little vlogs and stuff. Like I said, I want to expand my channel all the way. You know, I really talk about like history and documentaries more. I mean, I definitely love talking about TV shows, but that's more of my forte. So traveling is what I'm really gonna be talking about, and like I said, I'm gonna watch Tubi movies on the road and stuff. But if you were Kanan and you get suspended from school because there's a gun in your bag, what are you thinking? Nicole said he was set up. Exactly. Well, we know Kanan was set up, but if you're Kanan, the only person that has access to your bag is Famous. So that's why Kanan is looking at him like, hey, they let you out early. It's kind of like, hey, bro, did you set me up? What I was saying, you set me up. So that's why the animosity is there. Audacious said, who put the gun in my bag? Exactly. I'm thinking the only person that was in here is Famous. You're not thinking Raquel did it because you already told Famous and slapped him, hey, don't let Rock in here. So you would think that your homeboy would look out for you. But the whole time, he couldn't disrespect. I mean, like I said, I keep saying it's a lose-lose for Famous because he can't disrespect Rock. If he disrespects Rock, Kanan is going to get on his ass. And if he does disrespect Rock, Rock pulled up with a gun. I don't know about y'all, but I've had 2 guns be pulled on me in real life. And like I joke around about all that shit, but let me tell you, in the heat of the moment, there ain't no joke shit. It's like, God damn. So the first time I had a gun pulled on me, I was 17. We was out hanging out, and it was a group of dudes. But the thing was, they weren't into it with our group. It was just we were standing next to a group of niggas. So they pulled their gun out. I'm like, God damn, but I was frozen. I was like, shit. I didn't feel like Trey from Boys in the Hood. Hell no, it wasn't no crying, but I was just like, fuck, nigga, these niggas they got us. But ain't nothing pop off from there. But as soon as that was over with, niggas did get to shooting in the parking lot. And then the second time I got a gun pulled on me, I was 22. That was okay. That was probably me. That was probably some ignorant shit that we was into. But yeah, I had a gun put on me at a gas station. But it ain't nothing fun. Like I joke around about that shit now, but it ain't fun when the mouse, or no, not the mouse, but the cat got the gun. The mouse better not have a gun. Tom and Jerry, my ass. So those are the 2 times, 17 and 22. And after that, I was like, yeah, man, this shit ain't really for me, man. So I stayed on the road full time, and then I ended up getting laid off. And now I moved out to, what I'm saying? Well, I was out the city a lot anyway, but then I ended up moving. That's when I tell y'all my sister saved my life in 09 when I moved down to Georgia because I was into it with some niggas. So, but famous, I mean, at this point, Kanan's like, hey, dog, they let you out of jail that fast, but they kept the money. It do seem like snitching. So this is where the divide came. And once he gets back home, he was supposed to be at the house, but instead of being at the house with Child Protective Services, he's out trying to make sure that the operation is good. And he's eating the bowl just like who? Who is he eating the cereal like? No, ain't no fun with the cat got the gun. The rabbit, fuck the rabbit. The rabbit ain't, when the cat got the gun, it's different. The rabbit, you know what I'm saying? Peter Cottontail is the rabbit, but when the cat got the gun, it's different. He acting just like our boy Ronnie. Mm-hmm. Just like Ronnie. Yeah, when I seen that, I said, damn, hey, Kanan. Sometimes it be like that, man. But Rock is going off telling him, I'm not taking no charges for you, Kanan. You ignore me, they ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse. The whole time, this whole thing is worse because of her, man. She messed it up. Damn. So from there, where we go? So from there, Kanan really ain't paying no attention. But remember, Kanan is still on this little curfew. But who cares? Rock don't give a damn. This nigga Kanan goes to the open mic. Like, hey, you need to keep Kanan at the house. One mess up from Kanan equals jail time for Kanan. Would you let Kanan go to this unattended? Like, Kanan pulled up to this by himself. And remember, Kanan lives outside of the city now. Kanan lives, I don't even know where Kanan, what is Kanan in the borough, or Kanan's in a place where there ain't no boroughs? It's like rich nigga shit. Like, where the hell do they live, and how is Kanan getting? What, did he catch a cab? How is Kanan getting around? Unless he drove that red Mustang. He lives in Long Island. Okay. Manhattan, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. I don't even know what boroughs or what. I don't even know where this shit is. When I think of New York, I just think, okay, it's an island, it's a whole fucking city. Not too far from Queens. Okay. All right. See, I gotta get I gotta bring up a map and look at that. But let me continue so we can try to knock this out real quick. But he shows up and he's still beefing with our boy Famous, but he ends up talking to Aisha. Now we already discussed about our girl Juke probably being a little bit jealous that he's pushing up on Aisha, because there might be a little bond between the two, because Aisha is the only girl around the age that Juke can actually talk to outside of Nicole, who is dead because Nicole became a junkie. And that's why one reason I don't do none of them hard drugs. I don't know, I don't do any drugs. So let me get that straight. But I'm not going to do any hard drugs. It's like, man, hell no. I seen Nicole get in here. She seemed like a healthy, young, active little teenager. And she took one hit to the dome. Now you know she dead. She ain't gonna be in season 4. But that's Kanan's story. He pushed up on Aisha, and Aisha's